Hey, welcome back. So today I'm going to be doing one of the projects that I've been putting off for well over a year, and that is to disassemble my Kobalt router table and install it into the right hand side of my table saw, which is the Delta 36725 T2 table saw that you can get at Lowe's or online. But really straightforward. I don't think this is going to take very long at all. I'm going to start by taking off this front rail, the rail that has the ruler on it for the table saw. I'm going to take it off. I've seen some people that don't do it, but I'm going to, because I am going to want to screw through these 1/4 inch basically L-beams here to secure the sides of this, as well as where I'm going to secure the front to the table leaf. Okay, so let's just go ahead and do that. Let's start by taking off this rail. The first thing you're going to have to do is you're going to have to take off the power switch over here. You'll need an open-ended wrench, or I think it's probably 3/4 or 5/8 inch wrench over here to remove this. Once that's off, you're just going to use the Allen key that came with your saw, and we're just going to pop off the 4 or 5 screws that attach the rail, that attach this ruler part of the rail to the base rail on the table saw. So let's go ahead and do that. So now that I've got the rails off of the front, and I've got the support bracket off from the side, I'm going to go ahead and take apart my router table. Super easy. 4 bolts on the top that go through into the base of the table, and then there are 4 screws, or 2 screws on each side that also hold it on. So we're going to have to remove 8 screws total, 8 bolts. And we're also going to run to remove the power switch for now. Okay, so what I'm going to do next is I'm going to put this this crossbar back in, but I'm going to put it in upside down, and you want to make sure that the bar is positioned farther away from this leaf here, as opposed to being closer. So in other words, instead of being like this, we want this bar to go like this, and that way we have enough clearance underneath it for the friction clip that holds the router into the router table. So I'll go ahead and put this on. Okay, I've got the cross member put back on. Now I'm going to put the table on, and I'm going to clamp this edge here. I'm going to clamp this edge here to the edge of the leaf underneath, and I'll try and get my camera down there so you can see it. And what we're going to do is, I have somewhere around here, here it is, I have this engineering straight edge that we'll use to level this thing out before we go and screw it in. I'm going to be drilling some new holes in here to hold this onto the leaf. I'm going to be using M5 screws or bolts, because that's what I happen to have at my disposal. But let's go ahead and get this thing lined up and level, and then we can drill the holes and attach it. Okay, I've just got two M5 bolts with lock washers securing the router table to the leaf. And as you can see, it comes up and down, and I've seen people who just leave it like this. They might put 1 or 2 more bolts in here, which I'm going to do later. But they just leave this sitting on this crossbar, and I don't like that idea at all. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to drill some holes through this 1/4 inch here on both sides, and I'm going to secure this this router table base to the rails over here, so that I can make sure that that this thing's going to be sturdy and it's not going anywhere. Okay, so I've got this thing in, and using my engineering square edge here, or straight edge, I've got this thing perfectly flat. And that's important because I don't want the fence to catch on this, and then if I am cutting larger pieces, I want this to be just as flat as the table size. So on this side I added a couple just flat washers, 2 flat washers, probably 1/16 of an inch thick. On this side, I used a piece of high density plastic because that's what I happen to have laying around, but it's just a 1/2 inch piece of high density plastic between the rail frame and the router table to make up for that just that little bit that this table's short. But you can see this thing is now really solid. So the only thing I have to do now is put the rails back on and put the power switch back on, put the router in, and put the router power cable back in. So let's start with the router. Let's put the router and the power cable back in. All right, so everything's back together and the fence is sliding perfectly across the whole surface. Everything's level. The whole thing took me about an hour, and it took me a little longer than most people I've seen do this because I did a couple extra steps. When I put this router table on here and it hit this brace that goes across, you know, that support brace that's there, it hit it and it just ever so slightly raised this edge of the router table higher than my table saw, and it was really pretty negligible. I'm talking maybe a 32nd of an inch, but I got really anal and attentive about it. And so what I did was, and I'll try to get a camera angle of this after I tell you. What I did was I went to the underneath, the underside of this router table, and with my angle grinder, I actually shaved off some of the cast aluminum from the underside so that it would sit, and probably I don't need to show you that, I don't even know if I can, but so that it would sit just that 32nd of an inch lower so that it was level with the rest of the table. Now I can take my engineering square, or my engineering straight edge, and this table is perfectly flat all the way across, including this router table. So really easy. It only took an hour, and we're ready to go. Now this thing is off of my workbench finally, and at a height that we can use it. And I can't wait to use it. Take care, and we'll see you next time.